He looks like KD on stilts. Woj said he was the greatest draft prospect in the last 50 years, and King James called him an alien. Victor Wembanyama is a 7'4" French unicorn, and is damn near guaranteed to be the top pick of the 2023 NBA Draft. Join the frenzy and jump on the hype train as we discuss the 10 things you didn't know about Victor Wembanyama. Throughout NBA history, a total of 14 players have been listed at 7'4" or taller. But out of these players, only 9 managed to play more than 100 NBA games. One of these giants is Victor Wembanyama, measuring an impressive 7'4" barefoot and a staggering 7'5" when wearing shoes, assuming he has stopped growing. Amongst these giants in NBA history, none have showed they can dribble, pass, and shoot quite like this 18-year-old French phenom. Victor plays like a created player from 2K, and when you look at his highlight reel, you begin to understand what the hype is all about. Nobody will be able to block his shot from deep when he arrives to the NBA. Victor will be by far the tallest guy in the league. Wemby, per his Instagram handle, also has gigantic-ass feet, which serve as a stability anchor for his supreme agility on the court. And do you know what they say about cats with big-ass feet?
Big feet, large shoes.
Wemby's shoe size is a whopping 20.5, which translates to a size 55 in Europe. As a teenager, finding shoes that fit him properly was no easy task. Only 3 players in NBA history, Shaquille O'Neal, Bob Lanier, and Taco Fall, have worn shoes that would be too big for Victor. But that's not the only freakishly big aspect about Victor. When he joins the NBA, he will be the only player in history to possess a wingspan of 8 feet. It's crazy. There have been only 2 guys with longer arms than Wembanyama, Taco Fall and Manute Bol, both standing at 7 feet and 7 inches tall in shoes. But how did Wemby manage to be so damn tall? Well, it all comes down to genetics. His father Felix was a 6'6" track and field star, and his mama is a 6'2" former basketball player and current youth basketball coach. Victor's mama was his first ever basketball coach, but basketball wasn't the only thing that he played. As a child, Vic participated in soccer as a goalkeeper and also practiced judo. It was when his growth spurt hit that basketball took priority, and that's no shocker since his basketball roots run deep. Apart from his mom, the Wembanyama family includes Victor's older sister, who is also a talented baller. In 2017, her squad won the gold medal with France at the FIBA Under-16 European Championships. Victor's younger brother, Oscar, at the age of 15, is showing great promise as a future superstar. Currently, he is playing for the Asvel's Under-18 team. While the Wembanyama name is now world famous, Victor himself was just an ordinary kid a few years ago, albeit he was tall as hell. Wemby's discovery was pure luck and coincidence. When Victor was 10 years old, Coach Michael Allard from the Nanterre Basketball Club stumbled upon him while he sat on the bench during a youth game. Due to his towering height, Allard initially mistook Victor for an extraordinarily young and clean-shaven assistant coach. Unaware that Victor was actually a 10-year-old competing with his peers, Allard was blown away when Victor suited up and entered the game. Overwhelmed by Victor's talent, Allard wasted no time and swiftly recruited him to join Nanterre youth team. As Victor continued to grow and elevate his game, it didn't take long for everyone to realize that he had generational talent, rivaling that of LeBron James. Due to his crazy potential, Nanterre took drastic measures to monitor both his physical and mental progress. They hired a team of 25 just to ensure he got the best care and support. They gave him a custom bed, hired a caterer, and even installed a fridge in his dorm room to ensure he ate 5 meals a day. But since Vic is so damn skinny, it's clear he used some of that food to feed the hood pigeons. Despite his towering stature, Wemby weighs only 210 pounds. He must bulk up in order to withstand the physical demands of the NBA. Take for instance Victor's fellow countryman, Rudy Gobert, stands 7'1" with a wingspan of 7'7". When Gobert was drafted, he was also skinny, but even though he was smaller in height compared to Victor, Gobert still weighed 25 pounds more. This means Victor will need to put on a minimum of 50 pounds to fully unlock his potential. Gobert played an important role in Victor's journey, as their matchup went viral when Victor was just 16 years old. Victor smoothly drained jump shots over Gobert, who at the time was the reigning Defensive Player of the Year. While there are NBA players capable of hitting jumpers against Gobert, none possesses the ability to make jumpers over him, and this is why Wemby will go number 1. At the age of 14, another French player in the NBA, Nicolas Batum, first laid eyes on Wemby. Even at that young age, Wemby already stood at an impressive 6'11". Typically, the young prospects introduced themselves to NBA stars, but Batum was so astonished by Wemby's exceptional abilities and size that he approached the 14-year-old on the court and introduced himself. Batum's good friend, Tony Parker, had recently acquired a French club called Asvel. Upon witnessing Wemby's talent, Batum immediately contacted Parker, emphasizing the urgent need to recruit him. Luckily, Parker has more game than Milton Bradley, or else he wouldn't have been able to convince Eva Longoria to marry him. Tony easily signed Wemby and ended up playing for Asvel in the 2021 season. In that time, Wemby showcased his skills, averaging 9.4 points, 5.1 rebounds, and 1.8 blocks in 18.5 minutes across 16 French League games coming off the bench. Also, he recorded 6.5 points, 3.8 rebounds, and 1.9 blocks in 13 EuroLeague matches. But just like Parker's marriage to Longoria, their time together was short-lived, as Wemby decided to change teams and sign with the Metropolitans '92. Despite being just 18 years old, Wemby has already shattered records that will nearly be impossible to break. During the 2021 Under-19 FIBA World Cup, Victor got off, averaging 14.7 points, 4 rebounds, and an astonishing 5.7 blocks per game, leading France to a silver medal. Throughout the history of all FIBA basketball tournaments, no player has ever averaged as many blocked shots per game in a single competition. But Wemby's talents exceed far beyond basketball. He has a deep love for Star Wars and is an avid reader, particularly favoring fantasy novels. When Wemby realized he had the skills to get to the league, he knew he had to become proficient in the English language. So he basically learned English by watching Instagram videos and American TV shows. And now he is 100% fluent. He can now read English books with ease. And he recently began reading Game of Thrones, stating his favorite character is Tyrion Lannister. Vic was always a talented student, thanks to his parents' unique approach to discipline. To ensure Victor remained focused on his studies, they devised an unconventional punishment if he fell behind in his schoolwork. They would make him complete his schoolwork at the scorer's table in the gym while his teammates enjoyed playing basketball. Not being able to play with his partners motivated Vic to finish his homework as soon as he received it so he could get back on the court. So when one of the best prospects in NBA history loves hoops so much that not playing is like death, you know the league is in trouble. Wembanyama is hyped for all the right reasons, and if the injury gods are good to him, he will become one of the greatest players the NBA has ever seen. If you like this video, you will definitely love the next joint. It's gonna be fire for sure. Click right here to keep the party going. Did you click it yet? Man, you tripping.